Well, hello everyone. It's Wednesday, April 16th, and this is the Shaka Movement 4-Minute News, where I'm going to try and highlight every day some of the things that are happening in this incredible experience we call GMOs. The very first thing is that we have a whole series of graphs that we've just posted on the website or on the Shaka Movement Facebook page, and it shows that basically, whereas a whole series of diseases have increased at the exact same rate that these new chemicals and GMOs have been introduced. If you see this green line right across here, that is the trend where kind of thyroid cancer had peaked out. But the moment they start adding glyphosate applied to corn and or GE corn crops and soy crops and these lines, then so too the cancer increases. And it just goes on and on and on. Deaths due to intestinal infection, same thing, going up as all these new GE products are in. Everything going up. And we can go through every single one. Peritonitis, bowel disorder, number of cases of diabetes, renal, kidney failure, kidney injury, death rates from renal disease, Parkinson's disease, senile dementia. I mean, it just goes on and on and on. Go through, look at all of them, and it's not even that they're even close. I mean, this is rare. I mean, this green line right here is what it should have been if it was following the increase from the 80s. From environmental concerns. As soon as we added these things, boom, they all start to spike. So you really need to have a look at that and really look at those photos and understand those and pass them around. Okay, next big news. Gary Hoosier from Kauai. Very exciting news. And the bill that Kauai has for pesticide disclosure. A federal judge is allowing Center for Food Safety and Earth Justice to intervene as defendants in the legal challenge of Ordinance 960 for Kauai against the four biotech companies. So congratulations to those guys. Really happy to hear that they're getting the type of support that they really need. Next thing we've got is coming up. Food Democracy Now! And a whole series of other organizations are coming together to really divest our stocks. Little did we know there are three major mutual funds that are supporting basically 26 subsidiaries of the biotech industry. And there's a little video here that's called Operation Monsanto Stock Plunge. And this particular video goes through and highlights the names of the corporations, the names of the funds. And if you have any money that's invested in mutual funds, you really need to watch this video and really find out whether or not you are in fact supporting Monsanto. And so they're organizing a big May 10th thing for everyone to drop, and it already began to happen in Japan. They had a huge kind of drop. I forget the numbers, but it really affected the market. So then they go to Vermont, and Vermont the Senate voted 26-2 for GMO labeling, and so this is the second kind of thing that they pushed through there, and they're right up there with Connecticut and Maine, and they're moving forward to GMO labeling. And it just so happens that just around the same time, the Vermont Law Review published this paper from one of the directors of the Center for Urban Environmental Reform. She's a professor, and really brilliant article on is anyone regulating the curious state of GMO governance in the United States. They really get a really well written, well put together piece, and I really recommend that you read it. As I was saying before, all of these I didn't say before, but excuse me, all of the links to all of these will be within the video description, so you just scroll on down, you can find links to all of these things. Unfortunately, I have to bring forth this picture because this is a little guy who lives on Kauai, and I believe his name is Pa'a. Yeah, and he has one of those rare heart defects that we talk about are happening on Kauai, and I believe it's directly associated to atrazine. And it's this poor little guy, as old as he is going in for his 10th open heart surgery so that he doesn't die. And there's a whole series of children who have that. And so the parents here and some groups are trying to raise money to fly him to the mainland to get that surgery. So really have a look at that if you can, guys, and help out. Last but not least, Monsanto's Roundup is found in mother's milk. We've suspected it, but apparently there's been a large research project that has gone on with several different organizations, and they found that Roundup is in mother's milk. So, what are you going to do? We've got to really kind of purge these things from our environment, purge it from our bodies, because I won't even go into the dangers and health risks. I think we all are really aware. So that's the 4 Minute News. Continue to speak the truth, stand strong, and, love one another. Take care, everyone. We'll be back tomorrow. And don't forget Pa.